vehicles burnt following the renewed communal crisis between Ifon, Oshun, and Ilobo communities in Oshun State. Well, reports obtained videos showing the arson and the wanton destruction of properties in what residents believe that the government should have shown more urgent security attention. Even the communal crisis between Ifon and Ilobu, which is now eighth times in 18 months, some have said that this is even more. I mean, this crisis have been ravaging for years, with no fewer than 30 lives. With many houses, shops, and vehicles burnt into ashes. Well, the APC, the state, slammed Governor Ademola Adeleke over his alleged ineffective handling of the crisis, while calling on the President Bola Tinubu-led government to wade into the matter. Director of Media and Information, Mogaji Kola Olabisi, says that the deep-seated incapability of the governor in manifesting again with the insurgents of the communal crisis between Ifon and Ilobo. And now joining us live to discuss this further is a citizen of the state, is a senior editor and communication and political expert, Abimboye Michael. Good morning, Mr. Michael.
Good morning. How are you doing today?
Oh, fine. Thank you very much. And also, joining us right here is a former senior special assistant to the national chairman, PDP, in 2021. Is Olamigoke Ogayemi. Good morning, Oga.
Good morning, Super FM. Good morning, Nigerians. Thank you for having me.
Good morning, Mr. Ogayemi. Thank you very much for that. Let's go straight to the conversation. I'll start with Michael, Mr. Michael. I mean, this incident right here, give us up to date with what really happened, what really went down in Osun State, and talking about the communal crisis between Ifon, Osun, and Ilobo.
Yes. Basically, I think this is just a regular, let me say regular, it's just a recurring fight between two or three communities over a disputed land. So, and these have been going on for ages. So it's not today or yesterday, or it's not just happening in this present administration. So it has been happening since forever. So I think it's just that it has become more rampant now, and people saw some element that decided to use this as to weaponize this for political gain, which thankfully the state governor has been able to arrest, and things are calm in the two towns now. Yes, 2 towns now. So, and they also he has been able to meet with the security chiefs in the state. I think that was on Saturday, as well as a meeting with the monarchs. 3 towns as Ifon, Ilobu, and Erin as well. So even one of the kings came out with the statement that all the residents and the indigenous of the town to restrain from further any action, any launch any attack as well. And I'm sure you've seen the video that was gone viral where the governor told the resident of the 3 towns that if anybody has asked you to launch any attack on the opposite community or the neighboring community, tell those people to bring their children first. Let their children lead the attack while you stay at the back. And I'm sure we all know this. That there's nobody that will give such directive, and I'll tell the Israel child to lead such directive. So I think that's just basic thing here. And let's say we must also know that dispute over land and land especially is not synonymous to Osun or Nigeria alone. It's all over the world. You have it in Israel, Palestine, so even in other African countries as well. It has Sudan, South Sudan, and the rest. So it's not. Don't let us see it as if it's one major. Of course, there's a lot of properties, but it's not as if it's a major.
You're saying we shouldn't see it as major, but I mean, 30 lives, houses, shops, vehicles, bonds.
Well, what I'm saying is that we shouldn't see it as if it's the whole state that is on fire. Like that, the way it's being portrayed in social media, the whole state is on fire, or the whole town itself is on fire. And some of those videos you are even seeing on social media, they're even old videos as well. And I'm sure in one of the communications released by the governor, they are going to arrest some of those people who are publishing the old videos. Because those who publish these old videos tend to do it maliciously, so that other people can react. So it's one of the key steps the government has taken in reining in trying to stop the clash in the two towns.
Okay, talking about the words of the governor. That's the governor of Osun State, Adeleke. Let's listen to what the governor said concerning the clash, and then we'll be right back to make more comments, especially politically and all of this. Please stay with.
I just my heart. Well, it's very sad that because of the communal clashes, some people have lost their life. I just my heart, felt goes to the family of the deceased, of who have lost their life during the communal crisis. A few minutes of calling the security meeting, emergency, call it emergency meeting, and all of them turn up to support peace in Osun State, because Osun State has been very, very peaceful. But there are some people, for one way or the other, they want to start trouble, especially in Ilobu and Ifon and Eliosu. So that is why we call this emergency meeting. Not even only those areas. We are talking about from everywhere in Osun State. So we must have that peace. And now, from what I've seen, and from their comment, and from their determination, they are ready to make sure that Osun is peaceful. The youth should not be used. Anybody that asks you to come out and start burning houses and let their children come out too and do it first, they should not be used. Osun is peaceful. We are doing wonderful things in Osun State here in terms of our 5-point agenda, in terms of infrastructure, in terms of education, in terms of health, and so on and so forth. So that is what we want to bring the dividends of democracy to Osun State.
And that's the voice of the governor of Osun State, Governor Adeleke. Let's also listen to some clerics who may comment, or a cleric who may comment on the crisis.
Wọn ò pé kílẹ̀ ọmọ sùn láì láò ìlógún àti fún ọjà olóṣèlú lókùn tí ń jà mẹ́ o wọ́n rò pé táwọn bá sẹ́ndì kílìpù rẹ̀ sábùjá wọ́n declare state of emergency kì í dẹ̀ ṣe ní state tá a wà yìí téèyàn bá dẹ̀wò lórí tíà.
That seems to be like a threat coming from a cleric saying téèyàn bá dánwò. That's to say that anyone who try to use the name in Osun State to declare state of emergency, well, it didn't end there, but that sounds like a threat. Let's come to Olamigoke Ogayemi, a former senior special assistant to the national chairman of PDP 2021. I mean, you heard where the governor said some people, sometimes when people in power say some people who are causing maims, who are causing destructions, who are causing some people, who could these people be?
Well,
I mean, why is it difficult for people in power to name these people and probably call them out and let the whole world know that these are the people behind this incident?
Well, if you say some people, like my brother has just stated, this clash between communities is not something that has just started under the present administration of Governor Ademola Adeleke. These are clashes and conflicts that have been going on for ages. And if enemies of the state, just like Governor Ademola Adeleke is stating, enemies of the state, some people that are against the progress of Osun State, wants to use the opportunity of this conflict to call the attention of Mr. President to it and make a repeat of what has happened in Rivers State. Governor Adeleke and people in his administration and lovers of Osun State have stated clearly that they will not allow it to happen. And it is evident in his actions, in the steps he has taken. Governor Adeleke has shown that he is a proactive governor. And he has showed it in his actions, obviously. He has acted as a father, just like he mentioned in the tape you just played, that if anybody asks you to come and lead this conflict, come and lead a war against your neighboring community, tell them that their children should lead in such conflicts. And that has shown that this man is a father. Not only that, he has shown that he's a proactive governor. He has summoned the security agencies. He has called for an emergency meeting with security agencies to discuss how peace will be restored, not only to these affected communities, but also to Osun State at large. And he has also shown how proactive he could be. He has met with traditional leaders. He has spoken with them. He has even issued threats that if any of this community, if you go into conflict with neighboring communities, he has threatened them that he would remove such traditional leaders that is unable to control their communities. And it has also shown us that how important the traditional rulers should be in our present democracy. So for me, we should commend Governor Ademola Adeleke for his proactiveness in making sure and in making sure in restoring peace in Osun State. So if there are people, like he has stated,
Okay.
there are some people which, even if you would hear in the statement released by the Director of Media and Publicity of the opposition party, of the leading opposition party, APC, in Osun State, calling the attention of Mr. President, wanting to declare state of emergency. I mean, it is ridiculous that conflicts that have been happening for ages is now, because you feel there is an opportunity for illegality. I mean, you are trying to use that as an avenue to bring in the attention of Mr. President to resolve such cases. It is just unfortunate.
I mean,